Hey guys, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you've all had a great week. So in today's video, I'm doing this creepy scar wax makeup look using staples, an eyeshadow, and scab blood. I think it looks really cool. This is probably one of my favorite SFX looks that I have done, and I have finally gotten around to using these contacts, which I brought probably last year. They're brand new and unused. I only just opened the vial, but yeah, they look cool. I think they suit the look a lot. And before I didn't have like this bruised lip, and I was like, it needs something, and then I added this like bruising and blood, and I think it looks really cool. It looks really gruesome and real. So if you look to the side here, it looks like I've got like much of a different nose. It's fully just reshaped my nose, but you can see here the whole scar isn't just flat to the face, it's like 3D. So when you turn, it looks like you've got raised skin. It looks creepy, it looks vile. Oh my goodness. I know if you do this for Halloween, people are gonna love it and you're gonna impress your friends and your family and strangers. So yeah, and you can also add this to any Halloween costume. You can also do this technique on your arm, your leg, your hands, your neck, anywhere on your body that's like a flat surface on your chest. You can add it to any Halloween costume or outfit, or not even for Halloween, like if you have a dress up party, or like, you know, when they have the parties and you have to dress up as a certain letter or whatever. Anything that you have on doesn't have to be just for Halloween. Could be to even just prank someone in the street. You could just do this randomly at any time of year and get people's reactions or whatever. Love it. I love these basic SFX looks. This took me probably only like 20 minutes. I am filming at the same time for TikTok and Reels, so without doing all that, it probably would have taken me 20 minutes to do this whole look. So super quick and easy. I feel like you need a little bit of practice with scar wax. Once you get the hang of it a few times, you get really good at it. This is a good technique in the special effects world, using scar wax. I used to never use scar wax and only just use liquid latex, but I think that scar wax is more natural. It just, especially if you get a scar wax color that matches your skin tone, I think it just blends easier. It molds into the skin a bit easier. You can't see like the edges like you do with liquid latex. It can get a little bit messy and look a little bit unrealistic sometimes with like liquid latex. So this is a better technique, maybe a little bit harder if you haven't worked with it before. It's almost like working with Play-Doh almost. So anyway, if you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every Monday at 8 AM New Zealand time and YouTube shorts every day. And please help me get to 100,000 subscribers. We are honestly nearly there. We are probably like 7,000 away, which is insane. So thank you guys so much for all your constant love and support. It means the world to me. But yeah, if you can subscribe, I would love you guys forever, and I appreciate all your support. So yay. If you want me to do any other Halloween looks, and if you have any recommendations for me, please leave them down below in the comments. I read all of your comments and reply to every single one. And yeah. And by the way, this year is about doing easy and simple looks. Way more basic than what I have done in the previous years, not as complex, but I want to do looks that people think that they can actually attempt and can achieve, and it's super quick and easy, especially if you're in a rush to go somewhere. You know, not everyone's got a casual 7 hours sitting there doing face paints, 5 to 7 hours, so I thought this year would be a little bit different and try something new. And you guys seem to really like these gory horror makeup looks a lot, so I thought why not do some more this year. So hope you enjoy. Anyway, if you want to know how to get this creepy cut up staple makeup look, then just keep on watching. So I'm starting out with my makeup done. I just have a really natural look. I've been really liking these more natural looks lately. I feel more pretty. Now I'm taking the Ben Nye Nose and Scar Wax. This one is a really good scar wax because it is easy to mold and it gets quite sticky, which I find easier to work with. So what I do is I scrape it out with a spatula out of the tub. So I just get a few scrapes and then I will take it and mold it into a ball. The trick is to really mold it constantly for like 5 minutes. You want to really warm it up, turn it into a ball, and then after that turn it into like this worm shape like this, so you can put it up your nose to your forehead, and you just want to measure it and make sure it's a good size as well, as you can see what I'm doing here. And if you've made it too short, you can just roll it out more so it lengthens, and if it's too long, you can just take some away. So now I'm just sticking it on my face from the forehead down to the nose, and I'm just molding this on and pressing it down with my fingers. So a lot of people do this with a spatula, but I just find it so much easier to mold it down with your fingers and just really warm up the wax and stick it into the forehead. A much better thing to make this stick even more is to apply spirit gum to your skin. But I don't have any spirit gum, so I just did nothing. But I find that warming up the wax a lot really helped to make it stick. So this will just take a little bit of molding. As you can see here, I'm just really making sure it sticks. And then after doing a majority of that, I will take the spatula and really flatten out those edges so there's no harsh lines. And obviously this isn't going to look perfect. Some people can do this really well and really disguise the scar wax, but I'm actually still kind of new to using scar wax, so I'm still working it out and doing the best practices, but I think it still turned out pretty cool. So now what I'm going to do is I put foundation on top of that scar wax and put bronzer on as well because I want it to match the color of my skin. This is going to make it look more natural. And I'm taking the Body Effects SFX Mastery palette in a few of these shades. I take like a brown, a red, a black shade, a purple shade, and I just blend this all around with a small brush. You don't want to go too crazy with this, otherwise it will look fake, but I just want to make it look like the skin has been battered and bruised and it's like a really bad wound, and this will just make it look really cool. And I thought, okay, I want to do some like black eyes. I just want to make it look like I've just been totally wounded. So I grabbed the purple shade, which was perfect for dark under eye circles. And I just kind of follow where my natural dark under eye circles would be because I naturally have pretty bad dark under eye circles. So I just put that all around and blended this all over the forehead and just worked my magic with this. This probably took the longest, was adding all the bruising onto the look. I really love these SFX wounds. I think they really stand out and they're the things that impress people the most and gross people out the most. And I think that's what Halloween should be about, you know? I mean, people can dress any way they want on Halloween, but I think you should dress up as something spooky or gory and you're definitely going to impress people and they're definitely going to give you a compliment or say something about it, or be grossed out, which is what I love doing. Like I love just seeing reactions in public whenever we go out on Halloween. So what I'm doing now is taking my spatula and I'm just doing this really carefully. So I'm doing a slit down the middle and just taking out that wax. So just go slowly because this is going to be the cut. And it's crazy how much different my nose looked with the scar wax. I actually might use the scar wax to just like put on my nose and see if I can actually mold it and change the shape of my nose because that would be so much fun. It's like makeup, but like changing the shape of different features. But it'd probably look fake. Like people would probably be able to tell that there's something on my nose. As you can see here, it looks so different from the side. So after doing the cut, I put in some black paint in the center. Then what I'm doing is taking some thick blood from Ben Nye and I put that on the spatula and I put it down the crack of the nose on the inside. So I just carefully place this because you don't want to like remove anything. Yeah, and then I put some on the sides just to disguise the edges a little bit. So you'll find if some edges are sticking up, you can just disguise this. And then I put some down my nose, like a bleeding nose as well. So yeah, this just adds some extra dramatic effect and I really like the way it looked after this. So I just go through and just check the sides. I put it down the center of my nose and just darken up the bleeding nose look, and that's kind of done. Now I'm taking some staples. So what I'll do is I'll crush up the staples. So there's like 3 or 4 staples stuck together so it's nice and thick. I literally just got these from the supermarket. And because of the scab, because of the scar wax, it will like stick in really easily. So I just press it in pretty much, and it kind of like, because it's raised so much, the middle part like holds it down like a sticky tack kind of thing. So I'm just putting this all down the cut and I'm just kind of going not straight, like I'm making some crooked and going up and down and like, yeah, making it look a little bit uneven. And I really liked the way it looked with these staples. I think this definitely completed the look. I wanted to add more cuts like on either side of my mouth, but I didn't end up doing that. I was like, I can do that for another time. And then what I'm doing is I'm just taking my brush and some black and red paint and putting dots next to the staples, just kind of making it look like it's been stitched. So you just want to add all these little details in. And I thought my eyes looked too like pretty and too maked up, and I was like, oh, I want to add some black. I just want to make it look a little bit more smoky and dark and vampy. So I just do some black eyeshadow on the top and do a wing with it and underneath the waterline. And then I add in these contacts. These are called Rage, and you can get them from Body FX on their new website, lensfx.co.nz. They actually have to stock their lenses separately now because it's classed as like a prescription thing. And then I thought, okay, I need something at the bottom. So we did some bruises around the lips and some smudging down here, just make it look like it been extra battered, and I don't know, an axe has been gone through my face or something. So I'm just adding the red and purple and black eyeshadow and use my finger to blend it in. Just putting in the contacts now. I went in to put the contacts earlier, but I didn't. As you can see here, I struggle to put them in. They do take a little bit. So yeah, you just want to practice at putting in the lenses because it takes a little bit. So yeah, some black eyeliner on the waterline because I thought it needed some depth, and this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys like it. I think it looks epic. Okay guys, so that was the end of this creepy cut up staple makeup look, and I hope you guys can see how actually easy it is to achieve. You probably saw this in the beginning and was like, oh my gosh, that looks so hard, how do you do that? But when you actually watch the video, hopefully it didn't seem too daunting for you to attempt, and I know you guys can do it. Just give it a few goes, give it some practice, and you guys will get better at it. As I say with everything, practice makes perfect. So whatever you get good at in life is something that you usually do often or something that you really love. So the more often you do it, the better you'll get. So don't give up and keep trying. I love it. It is so creepy. It is so creepy and cool. So yeah, anyway, like I said in the beginning, leave me any recommendations down below in the comments. If you want me to film anything in particular, please let me know. I will be sure to recreate it for you guys. And also, if you recreate any of my makeup looks, then please tag me on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. So Facebook is Alicia Jones Makeup Tutorials. TikTok is just Alicia Jones with 2 S's, and Instagram is Alicia Jones with 2 S's. So go and follow me over on those platforms because I'm always uploading cool videos, cool skits and transitions and transformations over on there. And if you do recreate a makeup look of mine, then please tag me and I will reshare it on my stories. I'd love to see your work, and I always find it so cool when you take inspiration and some motivation from my videos. It honestly means so much to me. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers. It would mean the world to me. Anyway, I hope you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you in my next week's video. Bye.